Good morning. Pressing buttons. Sorry, I did have the mute on. I needed to actually get that unmuted before I could speak, couldn't I? Oh, God, got a cocky. I got a cocky. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Kylie. And hi to Nisha. Good morning. And we've got Marie. Good morning. And Corinda. Hey, how are you? Lovely to see you here. And yes, hi there behind the sticker. I was busy pressing the buttons. I just wanted to make sure I was actually live on YouTube. Not yesterday, I think it was the morning before, I actually had a cut off on the YouTube. It cut off at 12 minutes for some reason. So that's what I was checking. So it took a little time. Good morning, Rena. We've got Keza. Good morning to you as well. Michelle, morning. Morning, morning, morning. You've finally made it. You have. And Karen, I am well. I'm bright and sparkly, actually. I've got the had my shower, got the heater on because it's cold, and already. So I thought, well, I'd do that. Good morning. Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you here. And the chimes are dinging outside. I love listening to those. Thank you so much. And Judy, good morning to you. Kim, oh, you're working from home due to the lockdown being extended. Wow, is that to the 30th of July? Oh, wow. Okay. Do you enjoy working from home? That's a question, isn't it? I mean, I do because it's what I do. And Kezi, you can say a very big happy birthday to Michelle. Happy birthday to Michelle. Oh, how wonderful. We won't expect you to reveal the number of those birthdays. And good evening, Lee. Wonderful to see you from the US. Wonderful. And Sarah, you can hear them? Yeah, they're just tinkering away there. They've only tangled once with that really, really strong wind that happened earlier in the week. And good morning, Julia. Lovely to see you here. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I thought that you would be, Shaz. As I saw those restrictions go up, I thought, oops, beauty industry and etc. So I presume that does include massage. So, oh, bummer. So we think of all of those who are in restricted ways of doing what they do. Certainly, it allows other options, I suppose, hopefully for you, that we can look at the positives of what it brings. I love that, Michelle. You're 21 years old in a few years. Look, I like to say about 35 in a few because I'm obviously not 21. But anyway, we're here to do the cards. Oh, good morning, Nikki. Yes, it's wet and cold in Adelaide, isn't it? It absolutely is, and it's why I put the heater on so early. And I probably will leave it on for a while for client benefit. So still checking out the remedial massage side. So you're not sure of that yet. Okay, because it can be considered an essential. Can you hear the rain coming down? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's really heavy. That is really heavy. I know what you're laughing at. Yeah, I'm 35. What do you mean? I don't know why I picked that age. I suppose because it's sort of, well, it's not middle actually. If I chose middle, close to the middle, it'd be 30, wouldn't it? So I'll have to say I'm 30 plus a few. And hi, Diane. You just popped in before I was going to switch over to the cards. Here we go. We swing into the cards. Tune into your intuitive senses and listen. If you can hear it over the rain, listen to what those messages are. And here we are from Michelle. Yeah, listen to that. It is heavy rain. Thankfully now it's gone at the moment. Now, Mary, I'm not going to put the question up because it's not an individual question session. This one is a general card reading that we do for everyone. So you need to take the responsibility of tuning into your spiritual guidance and grabbing what it means with that question you're asking in mind, grabbing what it means from these cards, okay, and listening for those answers that you receive. So this one is our card that I love choosing. Every day is a new life to a wise person, and even the unwise, I dare say it is, but we drag with us what was the yesterday. But every day is a new life to a wise person. So be that wise person. We have those opportunities each and every day to make a new pathway. We do. And here we have the card from Leanne's Inner Soul Guidance Oracle, Leanne and Deb's Oracle. Footsteps. Actions have consequences, so be conscious of the imprints you leave behind. It also is, that we are setting new pathways with our footsteps as well, being mindful that we are in community, in humanity, and we are part of the whole. And it does have that butterfly effect or the ripple effect, or whichever way you see it, of being, it affects each and every one of us, what actions we do take as well. Okay. Dearie dear. Okay, looks like there is on. Oh, where am I? I'm not sure where I am. I've got someone that's being a troll or a spammer or whatever you call it. So I thought, well, I'll just quickly go over to that if I can. You might get a this one. Hang on. Now I've switched past it. My apologies there. You might hear an echo. No, you won't, because I'm not going to do that one. Oh, gosh. What did I do there? I am wanting to deal with this one straight off the bat. So thank you for your patience, but I am going to report this one and ban them and hide them. You can do the same from your own. What's that do? Oh, yep. So you can do those yourself from your phone or device, or however you're looking at. You right click or click on the comments to actually ban them and delete them. Don't answer anyone that asks you to inbox them, because they're spammers or trolls or whatever the term is. We're here for looking at our cards for the day. And what we've got is a very dull looking, because it's wet and rainy outside. I did, Diane. Thank you. Thank you. It's almost like that second Rex. You remember that? That was an ad, wasn't it? What was that for? Oh, ants' pants. Yeah, sometimes I dare say sometimes they can be as annoying as those ants, can't they? Certainly had that on previous live streams with Leanne and I, where the trolls were so prolific. But what we're here for, we're going to read our cards. 5-card spread. Home space is the anchor. We've got the wet space is the older lady, the mature woman. Oh, thank you, Diane. You liked the stream. I like how that pops up. I must work out how I did it again one day. The scythe is in the unexpected. We've got the lilies in the our role, and the bridges today in the outcome. So really cool. Yep, it was that one. Cool. Thanks, Diane. So with the anchor in our home space, it does feel like, well, especially with this sort of weather, it's wild, windy waters out there, so to speak. We're going to actually have that calming effect in our home space. We will be that anchor for the physical. Make sure that in your home space, that if it's windy around you, you've got outside stuff anchored down so it's not going to blow away. Make sure your yard is tidy of the loose things. Bring them in if you have to, that type of thing. I think for today, that's probably the warning we're going to have. It is windy here. There may be some things I need to check in the yard. So that could be that. And it could be sometimes with our relationships to be that steadying influence, to actually put down our anchors and stand our ground too if there's something that's a bit contentious. So relationships is two-way, and you need to sometimes compromise and move your stance as well. That's why an anchor is portable. You can up and move it if you need to, but making sure that when you've got it down again, that it is in that solid ground or the ocean floor or whatever example you want to use. That you're like the tree with its roots steadily in the ground, growing strongly. This is movable, but you still got that same level of stability. Okay, so, and sometimes also, see that albatross witness just came into my mind, as far as not always being within, and it is sensing here storminess, arguments and things, not always being within the arguments, but being that witness and steadying influence for it. Okay, so that's partly another message that I'm getting through that card today, for today. Okay, so we're going to move on into the workspace. So for those who have got changed circumstances in their working here, as far as Kim, wasn't it, that you're having to work from home now, and Shaz changing yours. So it is that reflecting on a few different ways that you can do what you do. It's looking at the positives, looking forward, not backward. So because when you're reading cards, it is that direction. That whoops, I went and bumped my table. That way is the future. So it's part. Oh, I keep bumping my thing. No, iPad. Past, present, future, if we were reading these as columns, and we can yet. Okay. But this is looking towards what is coming. So it's just seeing the potential of what's there, knowing what is the past. It's got that beautiful look of contemplation and using the wisdom of the wise woman sage into that, taking those steps into what's the possibilities. What are we going to need to look at now? So it really is taking that a bit more serious look at, now, this is the situation, step by step, like these footsteps, remember, that were in that other card, that we're going to need to put into place. Take those steps one at a time, because that's all you can do with walking, isn't it? You take one step at a time. So taking that forward, we've actually got the scythe in the unexpected. Now, scythe, it can be about harvesting. It certainly is, to use the tool well. It's razor sharp. So it's cutting decisions. There's things that's probably needing to be made quickly as far as decisions go, because it's above the bridges. So move in a sure and absolute way. What you've decided, is it? It's like standing firm with the anchor as well. That once you've got that scythe in the hand, you're making those choices and you're putting them into action swiftly. Okay, so it is, whether it's in the workspace or whether it's in the home space, it's going to need that steady hand on a instrument that really has got that cutting edge, getting things done quickly. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling with that one. That's at those unexpected moments. That's where that card is. It's an unexpected something that you're going to have pop into the day that'll need a quick action, quick decision. And Kim, you're just logging in through your remote desktop to start work after this card reading. Doesn't it save on the drive though? And just getting the rain now in Goa. Is it as noisy as what it is here, Sarah? Oh, gosh. Here we have now the lily in our role. So it is a little bit of a connection with the older woman as far as that reflecting, taking some of what is that we know in who we are. I think it's a bit more tapping into those resources of what we have as part of our previous knowledge, skills, understandings, that type of thing, as well as different ways that we may have been able to do it in times past that we may have come to mind from our ancestors, because not everything of the modern times is relevant for each and every situation. We can tap into what has been experienced by our ancestors in the ways that they did things. I was reading through a little bit of history last night around the Fleurieu Peninsula area and some of the spaces and places that they settled in and the rest in it. And it really did take my mind to, wow, how they really pushed through with the way they had to develop and grow it, I almost feel like take over this country. And it was the colonization and the settlers moving in and clearing and all of that type of thing in the ways they needed to do things, to even just cook and prepare their own meals by the old manual methods. You had to chop your wood to get the fire going to cook your food, all that sort of stuff, dig the ground by hand which we still do, to plant some of the things that they were eating without seeing what abundance there was in the natural bush. And anyway, so, and good morning, Wendy. Lovely to see you here. So we can tap into some of those older techniques. For instance, if our power goes out, it is stormy weather, who knows if it will or won't. there's ways that we do tap into what was older that we don't rely on from technology now. You get what I mean? So that's what I'm feeling with our role, is to be all that we are in even what is our past ancestry and the knowledge that we've brought forward from that. Okay, that's probably quite relevant for our day to day. Here we have, as our summary, it is the two bridges. So it's giving us the choice, which one are we going to have decided on by the end of the day. Oh, I don't know what that is. It sounds like a very loud car or something out there. Oh, it is. Sorry, it's a truck. I do get distracted by noises, don't I? So, we any decisions that we make, we can always change our mind and wait until later. This one really does show to me that sometimes it really is that making the quick decision, like we need to. Once you've got a scythe in your hand, you're going to swing it and put it into action. So I think that's where, do what you need to today, not leaving it till tomorrow type of thing. But it still does leave that option open if we really feel it needs to. But keep in mind, it could be a harder journey to that one that's actually tomorrow's. Okay. So, as a summary with that, I do think that we are in a space and place that there could be those things that we really need to make choices about. Um, Home space, it does seem a little unsettling and choppy waters, rough waters. Just be that calming presence to create that peacefulness, that calmer waters, and bringing who we are fully into that space and place with that older woman energy, the sage. And we are going to get some things done because we have the scythe there. But make sure you are careful in how you do some of it, because remember, with that razor blade edge type cutting edge on a scythe, it could also mean being careful of self and little accidents. Because it can be, cuts. Um, just depends too. If you're actually looking to going into surgery or something, it can also mean that, things to do with a knife. That is, if you are expecting to be in hospital or something like that, it could be safe travels through that as far as getting through a surgery and that type of thing. It all depends on what your life situation is, what those cards are going to mean to you. Okay, so keep that in mind as you're looking again at these cards. I've explained most of it from my own context, of course, because I can only do that. But I do try to put in the intention that this is a general reading for everyone and what it might mean for everyone. So look at the card, see where your eye is pulled to, which one specifically stands out for you, or knowing your own current situation, what it might mean for you as far as each of those cards in those spaces, as far as the home, the work, and yourself, your own role. So thank you, Keza. I love giving these readings, as you all know. So thank you for being here with me in sharing this reading. I'll leave it at that so you can continue onward with your day and have a wonderful day. And here's Sarah saying, have a beautiful day and stay warm as well. I anticipate I will. At the moment, short sleeve. I'm going to go and get a long sleeve on and adjust my heating, because I like to rug up on a day like that. Today it feels more cozy, doesn't it? So thank you. Thank you from Wendy, and thank you from Diane. Thank you so much, everyone. Be the best you that you can be. If you really need extra in-depth reading, certainly check out my Rosboundy website or the Buy Me a Coffee. There's various ways of readings that I have there, options of readings and pricing and whatnot. So just have a look. Certainly you can buy me a coffee anyway. And we'll see you tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock again. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you. And to everyone, a thank you. And hope we have a beautiful day. Thank you, Michelle. Wonderful to see you all, and especially Lee, because it would be very late, wouldn't it? Is it getting late over there in US? I just can't remember. I haven't got my world clock on a wall. Okay.